A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Manning now to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Pushing his way through. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. A handoff to Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Manning on the bootleg. Over the middle to Beckham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They go play action here on first down. And an alley to run. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And, Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Now a toss right side. It's Gordon. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. To throw on third down. Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Chargers. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Rivers. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, don't they? Recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Manning, and bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Manning now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Throwing now is Manning. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are in for 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Chargers. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. fake. Rivers. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So on fourth down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Rivers on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw on third down. Rivers, a bullet throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Rivers to throw for it on fourth. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Throwing is Manning. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first down throw here for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw, Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
To throw is Rivers.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now, they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Manning looking to throw it. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Barkley, toss play left. Gets around him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He ain't gonna score again, so anyway.
Manning gonna throw here, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Here's a give to Barkley, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share.